Hello.
Hi, very nice to see you again.
Yeah, long time no see.
Yes, it's just about 2 weeks.
Really?
And okay, maybe more, but I don't care. Like
Yeah,
I told you before, I don't have a sense of time like normal people.
yeah. So you didn't
But
spend like much time for the holiday, right?
yes, of course, I did not. So, how have you been doing?
You mean the holiday or what?
Your health, your teeth?
Yeah, I just went to the dentist and took off some kind of thing to hold my teeth together. Now I can
Okay.
speak. I cannot eat properly now. He told me it
Does
took me a month to recover fully.
does it hurt when you eat?
No, fortunately, no. And
Oh, great.
my friend has very high skill with the dentist. During the operation, I didn't feel any pain at all. That's very
Okay.
good.
Of course, I
But I
think.
have three more teeth to extract. I learned the new word, extract the teeth.
Oh, so I bet that you know the verb extract before, but you didn't know that it could be used in that situation.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I looked up a dictionary and learned the word extract the teeth.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's basically pull it out.
yeah, I did pull it out or take it out or something.
Great.
Mm,
Extract is more like terminology.
yeah.
And,
So yeah, I have three more teeth to extract.
great. So may I ask what is the problem with your teeth?
I heard that something is wrong with my upper teeth, so it creates two holes in my teeth.
Mm,
I knew this before, but I was too scared of like doing the operation. So before it was one hole, and now it's two holes. So the dentist was so surprised about how serious it was, and he took a really long operation
oh,
to fix it.
okay. So
So I have to
no.
put a artificial bone into my both my teeth.
Okay. I hope that today this lesson will cheer you up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Nothing like serious because it's
Yeah, of
not
course.
painful. Happy that I fixed it in time. Because if I keep longer, it's gonna be more serious.
And you still look very good.
Yeah, it's been a week already.
Great. So I think we should do a little bit of recap what we study in the writing.
Yeah, it would be nice. I forgot
um,
almost everything.
it cannot be. How can it be like for?
I feel that like yesterday, 2 days ago, I wrote the essay about correct. It took me quite a long time to restart again. Like, what should I do, and where should I go, and how do I approach that? So I reopened the file that you sent me to. Okay, this is the way, and
Yes.
forgot.
Don't worry, it happens. We forget many things because it's just not our natural need to memorize that. But as you say, that's why you need practice. And
Yeah.
and the more you revise the lesson and the more you write, the
Sure.
yes. And now I will not ask you about the task one because I need to ask you about task two to lead into the lesson today because it's important. Okay, so I want to know what do you remember about agree or disagree task? The opinion, say.
So I remember we have been through two approaches. First one is one-sided approach. Second one is one-sided approach, but with counter argument. So
And the last one, we do have the third approach.
the balance one, the balance approach. Yeah, the balance
Right.
approach. Oh, the balance seemed to fade a lot. I don't recall it very clearly.
Okay, so let's have an example now. For example, it's about okay. Let's take the a very typical question about animal experimentation.
We talked about this.
Okay, so if I completely completely agree.
So I should say like it's why it is beneficial to do so.
Great.
I two reasons to support me.
Yeah, of course.
So that I completely agree. So if I go for the counter argument, the second body paragraph gonna be the reason why the proponents think that we shouldn't do that.
Yes.
And then we find the reason to
oppose that.
Oppose that. Yeah, to oppose that.
And you know when you do that, you will make your argument even stronger.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Remember that. And the next is the balanced approach. It means we partly agree. Like I agree. I don't agree that we should do experiment on animal butts. Like,
yes, but
right, like degree of experiment or like the number of experiment or the right table.
You can say that while for the balanced approach, it's very common and it's very good to use the structure while. I agree. For example, I can say, while I agree that there are undeniable cruelties in experimenting on animals. Like what do I say this? I'm trying to look in. I'm looking for the verb.
Yeah, me too.
While I agree that, and comma, and then I believe. Yes, normally I would use I believe. It's very straightforward, and it would help the examiner to to get a really good understanding of your thesis statement.
Yeah.
So while I agree that there are undeniable cruelties, I believe that we must carry out some degree of experimentation yes for, or you can say we must do experiment to some degree.
To some degree. Yeah.
Okay, and I think we can also say we must do a limited or a control amount of experiment, number of experiment.
Yeah.
For our own survival. In that sentence, I can even include the ideas for the agreed part. Like I can say, yeah, we must do experiment for our medical advancement.
Mm.
Yes, and then I would develop my idea about the medical advancement for our survival
All right.
in the body. Yeah, so that's just how you do the balance approach. Uh, and of course, in the balance essay, you present both sides. You can think about it in that way.
Yes.
And how about the discussion essay? Discuss both view and give your opinion.
So basically, I have to choose one side that I lean more than the other side.
Yes, okay, let's have an example topic like about video games. People say that video games are very bad, but some people like think that they are good for us in many ways. To discuss both view and give your opinion.
So I would go like I think video games are bad. For some reasons, I still believe that they are beneficial for adolescents' development.
Yes, you can like signal your idea there. As so you say for adolescent development.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite a strange phrase to use. I think we need to change that somehow.
Or
Usually, if you want to talk about development, do not normally use the adjective and then the noun development because it's quite difficult to find the appropriate adjective.
like the mental development, for example.
Yeah, okay, that is okay. But if you talk about the development of what do you mean for children or for?
I think for children and adolescents. Yeah, not adults. It's too old for that.
Okay, okay. So I think you would discuss the various aspect of development. Video games can help us, like our quick thinking and our and
Strategic.
strategic planning. Strategic planning.
Yeah.
So let's say it's beneficial for. Okay, I think you can say it's beneficial for overall our development in many aspects.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, you do not need to choose a specific word like children or something if you are not sure about that. And a typical way to express your idea is to use the phrase in many aspects. Then later you can write about anything.
I see. Yes.
Right. So you say it's in the discussion essay. You must is a must to talk about the other side and then to write about the side that you agree with more in the second paragraph.
Yeah.
With the stronger language.
And I can start with like I believe that or something, right? With the word I.
No, I think you should start with on the one hand and on the other hand.
Yes.
There's no need to change that.
Of course, yes.
Yes, and do not. I don't think you should use the word. Don't use the word "I" in the first paragraph because that is where you talk about other people's idea. So you do not use the opinion language. Use this discussion language. Like it is believed that people believe that, not I believe. We talk about this, right?
Yes, we talk about this. Yes.
And it's safe to use the word "I" in the second paragraph where you give your opinion. And of course, in the second paragraph, you can also use it is believed that, but you should make sure that the examiner know that paragraph is about your opinion also, to make it convincing as possible.
All right.
Right. So that is the opinion and the discussion essay. Now I need to introduce you to two more kinds of question. It's quite similar to the opinion and the discussion essay. I don't know if you know this before. This question right here. Is this a positive or negative development?
I never really have this kind of like specific type, but I always think of this as a type of advantages and difficulties. Is that right?
Actually, the approach is different.
Oh.
The way you think about this task is different from the way you think about the advantages and disadvantages. So from time to time, sometimes you may encounter this question, and many people are confused about this because they don't know if it's asked about their opinion about this. Actually, this is you should think about it like there are okay. So in the IELTS writing test too, we have the opinion essay, the discussion essay, and this question. Yeah, you should like categorize them separately, so that when you encounter each one of them, you have different mindsets to approach this. And there's one more question, but let's talk about this first. So here, let's have an example.
Online
University now offer their courses on the internet so that people can study online. Is it positive or negative? Yeah, it's actually the way you think about it is not as complicated as you think it would be, because it's just our natural thinking, and the outlines is quite similar to what we have studied before. Okay, just be natural in your thinking and look at the first outline. So of course you have the option of completely positive or negative without counter arguments.
It's like one-sided approach, right?
Yes, it's a one-sided approach. So here, for the introduction, you may have a sentence as a background to leading, and you have the thesis statement. You say it's completely positive or negative. You see, it's very similar to the agree or disagree task. Language is different, and the way you think about you brainstorm idea is quite different, because you cannot say I agree, right? It's just minor differences in the language, but the approach, the mindset, quite similar. It's almost the same. Okay? And then you give one reason why it's positive or negative, and another reason. It's like the one-sided approach for the opinion essay.
Yes, I could see that.
And the second one is, of course, with counter argument. Again, we have the thesis statement, and then the first body, you can give two reasons. Two is enough. You don't need to give three. And the body two, we do the same thing as we did in the opinion essay. Okay, of course you do not have the question, right?
Yeah.
And the third one is new, is quite new. Actually, it's like the balanced approach.
Yes.
But the language is different. Yeah, you have okay. You can use the phrase equally positive and negative in your thesis statement. So you have the problem, the subject that you need to discuss. You introduce the subject, and then you say, like, I believe that it's equally positive and negative in its effect, or something like that.
So it's just like the three ways, three approaches we
Yes,
have
yes.
in essay.
Yeah, but you see the reason why they do not ask you agree or disagree. Like, actually, I think they're trying to make it more difficult for us. They want to throw out like, many, many phrasing, paraphrasing the question. The approach, the mindset is the same. It's very similar, but the language is different. Because this one is asks you about the positive or negative development. So it's not about agree or disagree. The topic will be different, and the way you use the language will be different.
I see.
Yeah, it's just that one. And the fourth outline, this is I think we are not familiar with this outline yet, because here you also present two sides, but the way you think about this is not equally positive or negative, but you say, although there are drawbacks, but there are more benefits. You can use the word drawback and benefit in this kind of question, this kind of task.
So it's like the to the opinion. No, what is the second time we study?
The discussion.
Discussion. Yes, we have to choose one side that we think is more.
Yes, but here you do not have to worry about the discussion language. This task asks you about your opinion. You can use I in all of the paragraphs. Of course, we do not use I too much. We need variation in our grammar.
Yeah.
Yes, so again, many people are confused about the type of task, and now it's the opinion essay. But but the topic are different, and the way they ask you is different.
I see.
So that's why you have different thinking, but the same approach. And don't worry, we have the example for this. Okay, so let's look at the sample, and let's see if you know which approach this is. So let's just read it a little bit for a moment.
This one is like equally type, right? The number 3.
Yes. The thesis statement.
Yes.
To express your, in order to get at least band 7 in the task response, you need to be very clear about your position throughout the essay.
Yes.
I think the language here is very useful. It's very good, right?
Yes.
In equal measure. Instead of saying equally positive and negative, this this phrase is much better in equal measure. And let's see the first body paragraph. Can you see the development of the essay?
I'm trying. Not
Okay.
yet. I can see here they use two aspects, the personal one and the economic one.
Yes. Hey, on an individual level.
And then from an economic perspective.
Okay. Yeah. You know, it's just the development of the idea. So, but the first thing we need to recognize about this outline is that it's the equally positive and negative. And the first paragraph we will discuss one side, and I think we can expect the other side being discussed in the second paragraph, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the first paragraph is about the positive side of one person household.
I'm reading the second paragraph, like the way is very interesting. They use exactly the same idea but in opposite angle.
Yes, this is the topic sentence from the opposite angle.
So it's the same idea, the same aspects, but just in different angle.
Yes, you know, any idea you come up with, as long as it's fine, as long as you see that you can write about coherence in a coherent.
I see.
Yeah, because if you read the whole essay, everything works very well together. That earns you the point.
So basically, like the second paragraph, you just show the reason why it's not so good, or it's opposite view as the first one.
The bad side.
Bad side.
The bad side of one coin. This is so that's why the writer says that it's equally positive and negative. One matter, but it has a good side and also a bad side. So that's how you can approach this essay, this task.
I see.
You know, and if you do not want to repeat the ideas, you have to have the other ideas, which may be difficult for you to brainstorm. Like because for example about the video game topic. So I can say I can give two benefits of video games, you know. And in the second paragraph, I can give the bad side. I can show the bad side of those two benefits, or I can think about completely different idea Yeah, that can counter the beneficial of the two good sides. Okay, so this is the balanced approach, equally positive and negative. How about the next one?
One-sided approach. Just a statement like there are far more benefits.
Far more benefit. Yeah, but normally, if people write if we use the structure on down,
Sorry, I didn't read that.
they will present the drawback. They agree more with the benefits.
So the first is main drawback, the second one is like positive development for various reasons.
Great.
Let's direct. So in the first paragraph, they show only one drawback, right? It's less direct interaction. And the whole paragraph is about explaining that going deeper.
Yes, this one, it has about 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 5 sentences.
Yes.
Sentences. So it's completely okay for you. It's even better for you to focus on one idea only. You see, what matter is the quality of your writing, of your idea. It's not about the number.
But they go deeper for explaining the idea, right?
Yes.
Here you can see they use two sentences to explain that. Example. And explain for the example.
Yes, it's the format that we normally follow. We give the topic sentence, and then we explain, and then we give example. And remember, we talk about this. You can even give an evaluation, a quick recap of the topic sentence at the end of the paragraph, the concluding sentence. Right?
Let's see. So here in the second paragraph, they show firstly, secondly, finally, 3 reasons, 2 aspects.
Yes. For varied reasons. See?
Flexible way. The cost is reduced and open access to anybody. That's 3 reasons they came up with. And for each reason, they only one sentence for each reason, only the last one they give example.
If you read a lot of samples from the writers, you can actually know who wrote this. This style is from is can only be from Simon.
Yeah, I heard he said that in the video. And the last one, the example.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, because if your idea here is already quite clear, you can skip the explanation and the example. Like if for every reason you give the explanation and you give example, it's quite unnaturally long.
Yes.
You see?
I know that.
And of course, in the conclusion, you have to restate your position very clearly, in a different way from the thesis statement. Okay, so again, for the positive and negative development question, we have 4 outlines. The first one.
One-sided approach, completely agree or disagree.
Yes.
The second one is like completely agree or disagree, but with counter arguments.
Okay. And the
next one is equally like balanced approach. Can I say that?
Yes, sir, you can absolutely say that.
And the third, the last one is like partly agree, but you agree more for one side.
Yes, like for a trend, you know that it is positive, but you think it's more negative.
Yeah.
So you see, it's mainly different in terms of the language you use.
Yeah.
The approach is quite similar. And here, do not use this discussion language. Do not discuss others' opinion. This is the opinion. It's very important to remember that.
Do not discuss others' opinion. What does this mean?
So you do not hear, for example, you do present the drawback, okay? Or you think it is more beneficial, but you want to present the drawback. You have to write in the language so that the examiner knows that you are expressing your idea. Here you do not see the expert writer use the phrase "it is believed that" or "people believe that" here, because this is not the first paragraph in the discussion essay. This is the opinion paragraph essay. So here you should think about expressing your idea rather than just discussing other people's idea. You see?
I see.
And you can use "I" here. But you do not use "I" in the first paragraph of the discussion essay, because it's where you discuss other people's opinion, not yours. Okay? But this is completely about you.
I see.
Okay, most if you listen to the writers anywhere on the internet, they would recommend that you stay away from the discussion language when you write the opinion language essay, because it asks about your opinion. So yeah, it's very dangerous to use. Okay.
Seems too complicated, right?
Actually, there's one single most important point you must remember about the language in the IELTS writing too. You can categorize the language into 2 groups. The first one is the opinion language. You write so that they know it's your opinion, not other people's opinion.
Yes.
The group is about other people's opinion. You say they believe that, it is believed that, or think that.
So what about it is believed that? Is that okay?
It is believed, the phrase "it is believed that" is normally used to express the discussion essay.
I see.
Like for example, you say for the video game topic, you can say it is believed video games distract students from their schoolwork. Yeah. You say the people believe that video game distracts students from their schoolwork. So you do not say I believe that because it's not your opinion. So you say that is the positive and negative development essay.
Okay.
And the second question is quite confusing.
This one I always think about it as the normal as and this as essay, because anyway I discuss both sides.
Yes, yes.
Cons is, and then I finish with the conclusion about which one is outweighed which one.
Yes, and the main reason why people are confused about this, they are uncertain about this one, is because they are not sure if they can they can use the balanced approach.
Mm.
For example, if you encounter a topic where you think that the drawback and the benefit, actually you do not see that any outweigh anything. It's just there. It's just the drawback and the benefit. It's very difficult to compare for some topic. But they would not normally, if they want to give you this kind of question, they would choose the topic that is quite easy for you to say which one outweigh.
Which one? I see.
Yeah. So I only give one outline here, because you can always follow this outline when you.
So can I explain only the drawbacks or the benefits only without?
No, yeah, no. For this question, the drawback outweigh the benefit. The question implies that you introduce the drawback and the benefit, and you give your idea which one outweigh which one.
All right.
Yes, you must always introduce two sides.
All right.
But for the positive and negative development, you can draw in the one-sided approach without thinking about the others.
That's good.
So it's very important for you to remember all of the kinds of the question that they can give you, and for each question, you remember the outline, the possible outline that you can follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here for the thesis statement, you say which one outweigh which one, and then for the body, the first body is always about the weaker side, and here you have to emphasize that which this one outweigh the other one. And we have the example here. Let's see how the writer can emphasize this. Okay, take a look at this sample.
Yeah. If the question do not have the part in your opinion, but just like do the drawbacks of the video, it's still the opinion essay, right?
Yeah, logically, yeah, you can be sure that it asks about your opinion, not discuss both view. This is the opinion essay also.
The second paragraph was very confused at first. I'll wait by the drawbacks.
So you see the thesis statement is very clear. So you should be able to expect this.
Yeah.
And actually, you do not need to try to think about some fancy language to replace the word our way.
Yeah.
Your language, is more than just one word. Just one word will not reduce your score. Don't worry about that. It's that you know about the topic vocabulary for the essay topic. I personally do not think that the benefit of outweigh the other in terms of the video games. But when it comes to writing the essay, it's easier for me to lean toward one side.
Which is the benefits or?
Yes, yes. If they give you this question, the topic is usually easy for you to take a side. So yeah, sorry. Yeah. Even though we do not think that the drawback outweigh the benefit, but it's easier to write in this way. We have the language to write in this way. Like if you use the balanced approach, which is very rarely used, normally I suggest you one outline only, because when people see this question, normally they will have to pick a side. Yeah, it's just the way they write their essay. Okay, I think you're done reading this one, right?
Done reading, yeah.
So you see, if you encounter this question, just follow the outline.
It's very familiar to me. It's like the first that I was taught when I study essay writing.
Yes, this is a very typical example.
Yes.
Because it's very clear, and we can learn from it. Okay, so that is the two additional questions to the opinion and the discussion essay. Yeah. Don't worry, after these two questions, there will be no more hardship in blending the outline, because the other task is about question essay. It's very easy to do the two question essay.
Really?
Yeah, because they will ask you very specific question, like the write about the advantages of this one, and give the solution or something like that. You just have to answer that question. There's no need to think about agree or disagree or something like that.
Normally, like I see many people, they divided that as a new type of question, right?
Yes.
problem solution and cause and effects.
Problem, because yes, there is also the cause and effect besides the problem and the solution. But you see, for those questions, you just need to have the ideas because you already know what you need to write about in the two body paragraph. Okay, and it's highly recommended again for the outweigh question. No, you must write about two sides.
Yeah.
Because that is just what the examiner expect from you. Okay. Do you need to get some water? Because I think you have some hiccup.
Yeah, I don't have any clothes nearby. So bad.
But we can continue and you forget about that.
Sure, yeah. I'm trying to do that.
Because we need a lot of time for practice.
Yeah.
Let's do this. On the Google Drive, right? Forgot
Yep.
to.
Yep. So I'm going to it now.
I think you should get the water and I will open the file in the Google Drive.
Because like I'm not at home now. I cannot find any place here. It's not my house here. Nobody in the house.
Okay, so you stay in a place that you do not know where you can get the water.
Yeah,
it's the most basic thing for your survival.
I just rent the room in this building to teach English only. So I don't know other floors what they have there, and yeah.
Where do your students get the water?
Normally I ask the like landlord to give me water when I need that, but I forgot to ask them after the holiday because my class hasn't started yet.
Okay.
So I have to ask them tomorrow for water.
It's important that we always have some water.
I drink very little water. No, very little.
You know,
not very, but
at least 2 liters a day.
Okay, so when I'm home, like when it's very full water, I drink very much. But when I'm outside, I can stay without water for like all day. That's okay.
You say there will be consequences when you get older.
I heard that too. Speaking of that, is that called like hydrated when you drink more water? It's called like stay hydrated. Is that a word like that?
Yes. When you lose a lot of water, you call it dehydration. Not hydrate. Hydration is when you drink water. So that you sweat. You drink water and you sweat. You know, the sweating process is the hydration process. Yeah. The hydration is about having too little water in your body.
So hydration is the process when you.
It's a good process when you drink and then you naturally sweat. You see.
All right.
Where were we?
We want to open a new. I saw you create a new file here, right?
Okay, I haven't shared this one. Here it is.
You just hear multiple moving houses constantly to work. All right. It sounds difficult.
Yeah, unfortunately, exactly. I was test that this time or later time the topic will be more difficult.
In the homework that you sent me, there's one topic about alternative medicine. I've never ever heard that term.
Really?
I look it up in dictionary and in Wikipedia. Very difficult.
Alternative medicine is the traditional medicine.
I looked it up in Google and I found many topics and even exact question like that, but I couldn't find any sample. I didn't find a sample. I think.
There's a possibility that you encounter that question. Is a
If I did, it would be like that for me.
That's why you need to practice. If you do not have time, I recommend you just only looking at the unfamiliar questions and try to find vocabulary and ideas for that.
Yeah. But like, I wonder if like the first time that this question appeared in the IELTS test, it would be like many people feel like so strange with this, right?
Yes, but the general rule of the IELTS question is that they must ask you about general topic, which many people know. You can use your vocabulary repertoire to tackle that essay without looking at any research.
And it's not really the one.
You do not know about that.
Yeah.
Even the concepts alternative medicine.
Even that, yes. Even that.
That is a very difficult question. But it's normally they will ask you something that you have a general idea. Don't worry about that.
Because even after I read a little bit in the Wikipedia, I couldn't understand fully about what is the real like drawbacks of alternative medicine or what are medicine.
Okay, so, you know it now?
Not yet.
Okay, so the traditional or is also called the alternative medicine. The Eastern medicine. Eastern medicine. Thuốc phương Đông.
Yeah, I know that.
So they do not. So when you see the term alternative medicine, people talk about the traditional practices without the science principle behind them.
Such as the 5 elements thing, the acupuncture, right?
Yes. Acupuncture. You can give acupuncture as an example for the alternative medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about the medicine where people use the like the placebo effect.
What's that?
Okay. The placebo effect is about the patient.
How to pronounce that again? Placebo.
Placebo. We say placebo. Yeah.
I saw the word already in some IELTS reading.
Yes. You should know this. The Eastern medicine, they treat people via, you can say, superstition.
Yes, I know that.
They talk to the gods. They think the gods are there. They pray for the gods to give them health, and they kill chicken, they kill animals, and they think that those the ritual. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a topic vocabulary. They think that the ritual can heal the body, and they do those things without the scientific principle, like the Western medicine. Western medicine, you drink, you take the pills.
Yeah.
You know exactly the effect that pills will bring to your body, but not for the Eastern medicine.
So, like the Eastern medicine is considered as the alternative one?
Yes, the alternative one.
And the conventional one is the Western practice?
Yes, it's the modern medicine. You see, so that's where the comparisons come in when you talk about disadvantages of the Western medicine, I'm sorry, the Eastern medicine, you can talk about the lack of science, the lack of science behind their practices. So that leads to a very, unpredictable dangers for their health. Yeah, like for example, because many practitioners, many practitioner of the Eastern medicine, they go to the jungle and then they take the herb, the plants from the jungle, and then they mix them into a kind of a liquid, and then they give to their patients without knowing the science behind those plants, those herbs.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, so that is the alternative medicine. Like acupuncture, you can say that, because most people believe that acupuncture is about learning from experience. Actually, they do not know what they do to your body.
Really, I think it's effective too. I never tried that, but I think.
Yeah, they know, but it's not as scientifically proven as the Western medicine. Yeah, so of course you have the topic vocabulary for that question, and it's something that you of course you have to do. You have to tackle the essay in order to know more about this vocabulary.
Yeah.
But normally these are the things that you already have in your vocabulary repertoire. And I will give you a more detailed outline of the question if you need.
Yeah, please. I want to read more about this too.
Many people are surprised by that question.
Yes.
It's an actual exam question. First. Okay, so let's talk about this one.
All right.
You think it's a positive or negative development?
I never thought about this, but I think it is positive.
Great, positive. So you when you encounter a question, you need to think about the possible outline that you can follow. You want the counter argument or not, or you want the equally or the balance or something like that?
I don't know, because I don't even think of any idea yet. I need some ideas.
Okay, so let's talk about the ideas. If you do not know which position you should take, it's highly recommended that you try to think about the ideas from both sides, to see that which one you feel better about. Yeah, you should do this if you practice at home.
So try to think for both sides first, right?
Yes, you can draw a line here. It's quite difficult to do this here because it's not like the Word document.
Yeah, I know that.
So first, how about thinking about the positive side? What ideas do you have for the positive argument?
I don't know, because I want to move. I don't move constantly, but I just think like I can move when I want. So I think it's positive thinking, because you don't have to think of the cost. Because normally the one that move house constantly means they don't buy the place, they just rent the place.
Okay.
Think about the cost. Will be
great. Okay, so they say more people are moving houses constantly for work. rather than staying at one place.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you can go in that direction about the cost. You need to think about how you can develop your idea. I think we can do that with your idea. So you can, if you want, it's for okay. The first positive point is that like constantly move. Is that people do not have to think about saving money to buy a house.
Yes.
Okay, so but as I think about that idea, I think we can. There's an easier one to talk about. How about it's it's about the lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, when the people who move a lot can enrich their living experience because they get to live in many areas and they learn about the people, the cultures there, the view, the scenery there. Generally, they have a more diverse life than people who just stay. Do you think so?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but I haven't thought about it yet.
And here, in the task, they give you a little bit of idea. So you can think about the positive sides, the positive point for moving for work. Why is it positive? Like if you move for work, where is the positive point?
I don't know. Move to work.
Okay, so I think that I have this idea about that is very closely related to the task. We are not afraid about going too far, and I think that a flexible lifestyle can enhance one's professional development. Professional development.
So you're saying like when they move instantly, will help them to improve their professional development?
Yes, and okay, let's look at my explanation. Okay, that's the topic sentence, and I will say like this: in this day and age, success depends on a wide circle of friends and active search of opportunities. Okay, so travel helps create new bonds with new people and also helps you discover possibilities that will help you reach new heights in your career. For example, it's why CEOs, managers, they travel more than anyone, not just because they have money. It's CEO, they travel because they seek a partnership. They want to learn new things in new places, and they want to make new relationship that can benefit their career. Yeah. So this sentence, this topic sentence, this idea focus on the relationship aspect and the search for opportunities. I believe that those who move forward, they are more likely to find a better job. Yeah, because if you stay at one place, you can only find those jobs. Yeah, and if you are willing to move for the work that you like, it's better.
Wow, it sounds complicated even after you explain that. But yeah, it's good points. Makes sense.
Okay, so let's just take this idea.
Yeah.
But the first one, think about it in this way, and then you can develop it in your own style, in your own language. Okay, this is the arrow here. Okay, you can think in the direction that okay, a flexible lifestyle. How can it help people in their work, in their career? In this world, it's better for the young people to move for their work.
I don't understand the word learning new realities. Why use the new realities here?
New realities. Okay. When you ask this question, I know that you do not read a lot.
Actually, many times I don't read a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a reality. It's a real situation in life.
I just look it up. A thing that is actually experienced or seen in contrast to what people might imagine.
Yes. So for example,
Some kind of like experience, right?
yeah, it's a similar. It's a synonym. For example, you are running a company, a company, and you to know about the market, in a different country, right? So you want to expand the influence of your company. So that's why CEOs, they travel to other countries to learn about the lifestyle, the market there. What do people in that country want? You see, is the new realities. Mm. The situation, the new situation that we might not know. So yeah, when we are there, when we experience them, we can learn about them. You see, in Vietnam, we have a different reality from people in the USA.
I see.
So you can say that. Here in Vietnam, we do not consume as much as people in the USA, in the US. Yeah. So if you have a company, and you might want to have a branch in the US rather than in Vietnam, because big people in the US, they consume more of your products. So that is the reality in the US, not in Vietnam.
I see. New word.
You see, and this is the kind of that can earn you the point, because it can express the idea.
It's got a topic vocabulary.
Yeah. Like for example, when you talk about the environment, you must know pollution, greenhouse gases.
Yes.
And that's the difficult part about in English. If you do not read, you do not have experience with the language, you do not know this some of the phrases, besides the very basic one. If the topic is difficult, the ideas are quite difficult for us to
of course, yes.
to brainstorm. Well, I think you can understand this one, right? You can.
Yes, understand this.
Yeah. So focus on the relationship aspect. People who travel a lot, they have more friends. They learn more about the realities in different places. You can say that here, professional development. You can say they are more likely to find a better job, the job that they want, something like that.
Please explain what simple way to explain, right?
Yes. But the general idea is about the career development. You can say career development. It's a very good phrase here. And one more positive point.
The cost.
Okay, I will copy paste everything here. Yeah, just some of the ideas for you to refer to when you write. You know, later when you have very difficult topic, you must force yourself, you must force ideas out of your mind. I know it's difficult, but that's why we need to practice.
This one is the arrow as well, right? This one.
Yes, the arrow. And here you know about the living experience. This topic is like the travel topic. You see, anytime you talk about travel, you can talk about the living experience, the better experience that people have when they travel. You know, it's why the traveler they look down on us, people who do not travel.
Yeah.
You know, they say that we only read one page of the book or something like that.
Like Lei, right? He travels a lot.
Yes, so that is the idea that you can exploit. Okay, so how about the?
You didn't mention about the good part that I said, right? The cost.
Okay, oh sorry, the cost. Okay, what do you need to focus on in the topic sentence?
I want to focus on like
like not having to save money.
I don't think of the saving, think of spending. Like
Spending, okay. Yeah, good. So
I think if I have, let's say, like some billion of money, billion of dong, I don't want to spend all the money to buy a house, but I want to spend some to rent a house, then I can spend the rest for other purposes, such as like recreational.
Yeah.
Or
you know how to, yeah. Now you know how to develop your idea. So I think you, okay, not having to spend okay, I think a lot of money on like a permanent accommodation.
Can I change the word a lot of to a fortune? Not having to spend a fortune.
Yeah.
Situation.
A fortune. Okay, of course you can say that's a very good term.
A fortune, not the money anymore, right? A lot of money or a fortune, right?
If you say a fortune alone, they can understand.
But no money.
Without the money, yeah, without the money.
Yeah, so
you say not having to spend a fortune.
So I have to delete this. A lot of here, right?
Yes, very good. Yeah, a fortune. Or you can say it's a good way for people to good way to avoid, you know, to avoid spending. And then you can develop your idea. Why is it positive? Why is it positive to avoid spending a lot of money on one place only? If you talk about this, I think about the risk of losing that permanent accommodation. Because due to the natural disasters.
Jeez. Your idea is way so like macro to me. I just think of like I don't want to spend all the money that I have. I want to spend more.
Okay, great.
Other purposes, such as like I can invest in business. I can.
So you can say save to invest in other things, right? You can explain by the idea of investing.
Yes, and I even like spend money in a way that can improve my quality of life, such as
Traveling.
traveling, yes, traveling, or even education for my children.
Yeah. No. Okay. If you do not like the word say, I think we can use that money to do this. Right?
I just learned a word, but I forgot like the synonym of use, but I forgot what it is.
Utilize.
No. Some topic about money, and I learned a word like money, but they used a different word that means use. Delegate or no? What is
Mobilize.
no.
You know the
Kate or eight.
K or A.
Did the sound.
Allocate.
Allocate. Yeah, allocate.
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 Allocate. You know. Here's the perfect example. Governments should allocate their budget to physical education.
So can I use this here? I allocate money to invest in other things. Is that okay?
You know, when you use allocate, you have to have a noun here, not a verb. You say allocate money to this area, to that area.
So I allocate money to
investment.
Investment, yes, investment.
Investment in something.
Yeah, I just learned the word allocate.
Yeah, okay, it's very good. It's very good that you remember that. And how about so I think we have a lot of positive points. How about the negative?
Negative,
Negative of moving a lot.
I think about our children. I mean, move a lot, not for their educational career. I just learned the word educational career.
No, we do not say education.
Or I read that word in Wikipedia, something about educational career or what?
Again, what is your idea?
I mean, like when we move a lot, the children have to move for us, and they have to change the school, so it's not good for them.
Okay, I see.
A friendship. Because the children cannot adapt to new situation as quickly as we do.
Okay, very good. I think that's a good point. Again, how can we write this? How you want to write this? What words do you need to focus on in the topic sentence?
The changeability, is that a word?
Yes, it's a word, but we do not use it here. It's very
the adaptation or adapt.
So in your topic sentence, do you want to include the children, the word children? I think you should, right?
I'm thinking if I can think of other idea besides children. Because I'm not sure if I have only one idea or not.
So yeah, you know, we need to brainstorm more. Do you have anything else so that you can avoid the repetition of ideas?
Maybe it's about the effort and the money you have to spend when you have to move to new places.
Yeah, it costs to move.
Yes, it costs to move, and it's really tiring to move to new places. Like if you move too frequently, it would be very exhausting.
Okay.
But time consuming too, because in each town you have to spend days to at least move the furnitures, and you have to adapt to new situation, get along with the area, about
The neighbors.
neighborhood, like where to eat, where to buy things, and to settle down.
Yes, you have to change your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. Okay, so if you have that many ideas,
I think what the word unstable. It's going to be very unstable.
yeah, I was thinking about that too. And as you make your outline, you jot down your ideas. So in this now you have your ideas. Which outline do you choose? More positive or more negative?
I think more positive, because I think it's positive.
Positive. Okay. So if it's positive, you limit your idea in the negative aspect.
Yeah. So
Just choose only one or two. Yeah. One is okay. And I want to share with you this phrase: frequent relocation.
I saw this. Yes.
Now you can use the you can now if you choose the idea children, I think it does not fit well with the aforementioned idea that we talk about. Right? So now imagine you say, boy, is that it's bad for their children. Those people who move a lot, it's bad for their children. You know? And then you say, but the positive point is that for their career development, to enrich their living experience. A good way to avoid spending a fortune on one permanent accommodation.
Yes. So we stick with the idea of children, right?
Okay, if I were you, I would prefer the exhaustion idea, the adaptation idea. And actually, you do not need to talk your children's adaptation here. You can talk about your own adaptation ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one thing I think about is the disconnection with our friends, our relatives, who are the pillars of support.
What pillar?
Pillars of support. Now for us.
Yeah.
This is a very good collocation you can use. One is your pillar of support. They are very important to you for your mental development. You need to share with them. You need to talk with them to get through life, like your parents or your lovers, right?
I see.
So yes, so I was thinking about the disconnection.
So I should take some notes here, like adaptation, right?
Yes.
And the word like disconnect. And think about
like if you move a lot, you have this disconnection. You have this. You can explain. For me, I would explain why moving a lot will lead to this disconnection. It's because you may live in a different time zone, and you are too busy keeping up with your work, with your new life, and that's why it's hard for you to keep in touch with the close people around you.
Yeah.
And I can even strengthen my idea by saying that the disconnection by combined with the pressure of having to adapt to a new life with strangers, it would lead to depression and breakdown, mental breakdown. Yeah, like the idea that you talk about exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Very exhausting. You can say that.
No. Just all right. Exhaustion.
Yeah. Here, if you explain more, you can say why moving can cause. You know, when you use the verb cause, it's negative. You do not say this caused me happiness because happiness is a positive word. Cause, yeah, cause is only used for the negative ones.
Yeah, I know that.
There are many ways you can explain this. Don't worry about the idea. Yeah, if you use this idea, if you use this topic sentence, you don't have to worry about the lack of your example. Okay, so that's.
Is there a word for this kind of phenomenon? I mean, moving constantly. I want to try to read more about this in Wikipedia. Word for that. Any term for this?
Okay. Yes, I was thinking about culture shock. Culture shock.
No, I mean the action of moving house constantly.
Yeah.
Any word for that, like analogy for this phenomenon?
This is
like house mobility or something like that, or what?
Besides frequent relocation.
Oh yeah, frequent relocation. Yeah.
Frequent relocation. Yeah, relocation. And this is the best term. Actually, I don't see any other phrases that you would consider uncommon. More uncommon. There are some topics that we do not have time to think about more fancy words. It's very good already. And as you write, you will see that you can express your idea in many different ways. Like every sentence of your essay does not have to include moving constantly. You know.
All right.
I cannot see your writing. It's strange. I cannot see the words appear as you write.
No. I'm taking note in my word here.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you write here already? It's keep track here.
All right.
So I think this is enough, like because we have one negative, and then you can say there are more positive sides.
Yes. All right. So I will write it tonight, right?
Don't worry, it's already very late. You can take a break.
I know that.
Okay.
All right.
And you can brainstorm more at home. And tell me if you have any interesting ideas.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so I guess we can call it a day here.
Yeah. All right. So the next day gonna be Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday next week.
I'm free on Monday as well. If you want to study because we off for Tuesday.
4 days a week.
That's okay with me because anyway I'm free.
I have to think about that.
Yeah, just think about it. All right.
Great. Have a good night.
Yes. Yeah. You too.